What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to our 60-day challenge videos, Building a Life of Change. I am hoping, beyond hope, that you are enjoying this time, this reflection on yourself to gear yourself up for 2024. Regardless of what you think, it is around the corner. I believe when I'm posting this video, we are already in December. So it is a month away from some serious change going on and moving forward in our lives into the next year. We are going to touch on something today. If you saw it in the screen, when you clicked on the video, you probably saw what the topic is. And it's not going to be popular, and I'm just dishing out some tough love because I have been in this headspace before. I have lived in this world of negativity. I have 100% lived in a negative mindset, all right? I'm very famous for, in the past, being a glass half empty type of person. And honestly, I'm pulling on the other day's video, right, where we have excuses. And I can tell you that the reason I had that is I allowed prior experiences to affect everything else moving forward. I allowed the experiences I've had, whether it was with people or with situations, to drastically change my mindset to constantly be this negative outlook on things. Mindset is key. Understand that. Your mindset, and you probably have heard it before, but your mindset where you are is crucial. How you think, so goes you. I have heard it, and I'm putting it into practice recently, which is how you look at yourself, how you feel about yourself drastically affects yourself, even physically. So if you are constantly beating up on yourself as far as how you look, your appearance, your weight, you are going to struggle to put off the pounds, or you're going to struggle with some self-esteem, and you're going to struggle with, your appearance, because you've already put into your mind, I'm not this, or I'm not that, or I'm not skinny, or I haven't lost the weight I want. When you put yourself in a much more positive mindset, your body reacts to that. So again, like I said, I was always a very glass half empty type of person. And it is definitely one thing in the last month or so I'm trying to work on, to not be so negative. I heard someone say this: people come in and out of your life in different seasons. And some people are there for a permanent, and some people were meant for a season. And that has drastically changed my mindset from that, of always seeing the negative in people and just assuming they're going to walk right back out of my life. Well, maybe they were meant for my season. So I no longer feel justified anymore in thinking negative all the time. Negativity will ultimately stagnate growth and change. This is exactly why in that series 2, we talked about looking at yourself, okay? Seeing and figuring out where you need to improve and what your strengths are. Because if all you're seeing is the bad in yourself and not the good, then that's showing why you're not changing and why you're not growing, because you're constantly focused on this bad. It doesn't make sense to do that any longer, because you're going to look at those weaknesses, and we're going to look at how we can change to make them strengths. Sometimes the negativity stems from outside sources. I understand that piece too. I understand that sometimes negativity is coming from the people you're around. Other people around you may be causing you to have that negative mindset. Your family even could be a part of that, of why you always think negative. But if you remember in our earlier videos, we talked about accountability in relationships, right? We talked about having that positive accountability partner, and I hope you still have that person helping you and pushing you along, because you need that positive person. You need that positive attitude pushed into your life to drive off that negativity. We talked about where you are with your relationships, right? We've identified, do I need these people in my life? Should I let these people go? Are they positive or are they negative? Do I need to improve my relationship? Why did we do all of that? Because we're building upon each thing for each series. If part of your mindset, your negative mindset, or always looking at the bad, is because of others around you, then that is what you would have seen when you were looking at where are you in your relationships and where do you need to improve. I heard someone say this, and I cannot remember who it was, but I heard someone say this in a video I watched. Who speaks into your life is powerful. More importantly, who you allow to speak into your life is critical. That's the good and the bad. And sometimes people have childhood trauma. Some people have childhood memories, or their childhood was not in the best of situations. And so the people that have spoken into their lives, or maybe it's you, maybe you didn't have the best individuals pushing you or encouraging you constantly, and that has had a profound effect on you. And some people just continue to live in that negativity, and it is proof in their growth. It's proof in their change, because you just always are functioning in a space of negativity. And I hear you, and I do understand, and I feel for you, but you can overcome that. So how do we conquer it, right? And I believe that this is on our site. So it's called An Attitude of Gratitude. An Attitude for Gratitude, Conquering Negativity. It's one of the documents on the website. So make sure you go to that and you can pull that up, and that'll show you. Just full disclaimer, I borrowed this from Tony Robbins. If you've ever watched what he calls his priming videos, he does something very similar. I've also borrowed this from another YouTube influencer, Angie Belmar. She does something similar. She has something similar. So I take no credit for this. This is not my idea. This is solely 100% something that I have gleaned from other people. So if you haven't, or right when we're done this, go ahead and go to our website and pull this document, and it will walk you through this. So you have, again, a place to write it down. So here's what you're going to do. This is how we're going to conquer negativity. Okay. First off, I want you to list 3 things you like about yourself. Then 3 people you feel you've impacted. And then 3 things that you're grateful for. I want you to do that today. Right when this video is done, do it immediately. 3 things you like about yourself, 3 people you feel you've impacted, 3 things you are grateful for. And I'll tell you this, I now incorporate into my everyday daily planning 3 things that I'm grateful for, because that helps keep me in a positive space to remind myself that regardless of how bad a day may be, it could be worse. There's always someone in this world that will trade their life for yours. Remember that. Make sure you do that today. I'm excited again. I love you, and I'm totally sympathetic to everyone's experiences in life, because they're all different. But I'm trying to help you build a life of change and get to a place where you know that you are quite capable to do anything and everything you put your mind to. I love you, and I'll see you in a few days. So catch me if I fall.